welcome back to the Vintage Unicorn Beauty Makeup Talk channel. I did already film this video, but the viewfinder was way off. So I am just gonna do a quick little rundown of what's to come for the channel. I officially have all of my high-tech kind of stuff. I have this beautiful ring light, a viewfinder, all that kind of stuff so that I can really put out some quality videos. I just wanted to kind of go over what my hopes are for the May 19th official launch and talk about all the cool stuff that I'm giving away, right? Of course. So this is the deal. I am going to be putting out a full tutorial using Lime Crime products. I'm not gonna look all crazy like this. I know I got like glow back from outer space coming on, you know, the hair's a mess, all that. But I'm gonna start with the bare face and do what I call a classic clean. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna do some just fun, crazy makeup using all kinds of shades and talk, and I mean, that's the dream. I don't know. I remember the first time that I ever wore makeup. I was 13 and I was going to a concert with my friends, and my mom put gray eyeliner in my waterline and swept some Estee Lauder blush across my lids, and I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my gosh, what has happened? I have been transformed into a new person. And my mother actually came to visit for my graduation on Saturday and told me that she kind of could figure out where some of my inspiration for my makeup was coming from. And my view on makeup is it's art, it's fun, it's temporary art that's fun. You can be whoever you want to be, and I also feel that makeup is incredibly therapeutic. There are undeniable therapeutic aspects to makeup, whether it's in looking at yourself transform or whether it's in some of that more experiential kind of somatic nervous system stuff. I actually spoke with a therapist that is a professional consult of mine, a friend of mine, and he was discussing recent work in the areas of somatic experience, touch, to be specific, muscle, bone, and fascia. So fascia is the connective tissue throughout the body. It is everywhere, and its linkage to trauma in particular is immense. Now in your face you have more connective tissue than anywhere else in your body, excluding the genital regions, but your face just has so much going on. It is, when you think of your mind's eye, when we think of who we are, we generally think of our face, we think of our eyes. You speak through your eyes, you see through your eyes, you hear through your eyes, you take the world in through your eyes. And it was just a very interesting discussion to think about the very real effect that makeup application and looking at oneself while wearing makeup has on just the psyche. So I really hope that this channel is going to be amazing. I want to do a huge shout out to my cousin Jessica, who lives in Australia. I have actually never met her because we left South Africa before she was born, but girl, I am going to come and see you sometime, or you gonna come here. Something's going to happen. We're going to go to Durango, we're going to go shopping, it's going to be fantastic. Thank you for your love and support. To all my family all over the world, from South Africa to Australia to London? Donovan? I don't know. Anyway, so I just wanted to go over some of the swag I'm giving away. Of course, again, 100 subscribers on May 19th, Sunday, when I release my full face tutorial and little chat and all that, I will be picking three winners. That was like Inglourious Bastards, three winners. And how it's gonna work is the first place winner is going to get first choice, second place, second choice, third choice. So I'm gonna go over those products a little bit. First, I wanna talk about the brand that I will be featuring in the tutorial. This brand is absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm just gushing. I really am. I went and bought all of it. Lime Crime. It is just, I mean, first of all, I love the aesthetic. I love the Aphrodite, the Venus, obviously the embodiment of beauty, love, and passion. as the logo for the palette. The palettes are very, very well made. They feel beautiful. They feel soft. They feel like those books that aren't hardcover but have the soft sheen on them. Now this is the Venus 2. It definitely has the most interesting shade collection. However, I am so sad. I'm not going to return it, but Pigeon, which is this beautiful brown with iridescent kind of green shade, green streaks, green sparkle, the pan came out. And when I got it, I realized that the glue wasn't fully stable in the bottom, so I might glue it back in. But I did want to take a moment to just show how huge these pans are. I mean, this is heavy, this is weighted, and this is pure pressed powder through all of that. I want to say it's just under a square inch. And I mean, considering each palette has 8 shades and that you can get the Venus 1 and the Venus 2, this isn't sponsored by the way, I'm just in love with this brand. Considering you can get the Venus 1 and the Venus 2 for the combined price of, I want to say $38, that's a steal. You're getting a large amount of product in beautiful shades, 2 of them for $38. Is that the deal or like 50? I don't know. I think it's 38. So this is the Venus 1. Again, beautiful shades, very unique, very this one almost, it looks like a lipstick kit. It really does, but I love that it's not. I love that it's an eye kit because these colors are so alluring and they have gorgeous names. Venus, Sheer, or I'm sorry, Shell. Venus, Shell, Aura, Creation, Icon, Rebirth, Divine, and Muse are the 8 shades in the Venus one. Ooh, look, you can see me upside down. No. But the real star of the show came in last week, and it is the Venus 3. And they kind of took a pink, the way I kind of understood the ad campaign, they have a beautiful, I might want to try and redo that look in their ad campaign. It is almost a ballet take on grunge. Again, very beautiful colors. Now, when I looked at this, I actually thought it would be like 0 pigment. And then I like touched it to my eye for like, just dipped it to make it a transition shade or a base shade. And I was like, whoa, that is pink. Now this color Dreamy is just, oh, it's beautiful. It reminds me of like that Rose Dove soap. How am I going to explain why I'm thinking that? It reminds me of the color that I would think that soap would smell, the smell of that soap would be. So it's a beautiful ballet pink is how I describe it. And if you look at it there on my finger, I just barely touched it. And that is some payoff for a very light shade. Just swatching it on the back of my hand here. Going in there and blending it out. Okay, it doesn't show very well on my hand. But we know how that goes. On the eye, it's a completely different thing. I am wearing it right here. And it's a very soft ballet pink. There is also this shade Bliss, which is also a very delicate floral pink. There is Paradise, which I was initially scared of. I used a little bit in my waterline just to kind of accentuate and do a little bit of a gradient color. And Ecstasy I have not tried yet. It is a very gorgeous dark brown nude kind of shade, and I definitely want to at some point do an entire look devoted to that, because actually now that I'm looking at it, it's a brownie mauve and it is iridescent. It does have a tiny little bit of sheen to it. It's definitely not matte. I am seeing some glitter on my finger. I actually just want to play with it, so I'm going to grab a really dense shadow brush just so I can get an accurate representation of this color. And this is my new favorite brush of all time. This is the large shadow brush from Scone. Now, I already have makeup on, but I just want to see. Let me see, I think it'd be easier on this side. And I'm actually going to do it in the viewfinder, so hold on one moment. So I'm just going to press it into the crease. Definitely like an Edie Sedgwick vibe going on. I'm loving it, and bringing out the crease. So that would be a beautiful cut crease color. It really would. And I used just a tiny little bit. So let's see. Just bouncing it to kind of get it going. because I'm scared of it. No, I'm just kidding. I am. And then pressing it in because this is a very dense brush and I just want to build a wing in my crease while depositing the color, but not going too overboard. Now I'm going to take just a little bit more, and I coated the entire brush this time, whereas before I just coated the tip, and I'm just going to press that into my outer corner. And it is messy, but that's the beauty of it. I'm going to blend it out, right? And actually I'm going to press some in right here. I'm already wearing makeup, so I'm kind of just destroying my look. But you know what? It's late at night and this makeup was about to come off anyway, so let's build that in. So I'm going to do a cut crease kind of Edie Sedgwick-y kind of look. Mascara's getting dry. And again on this side. Okay, so it's not as dark as I thought it was, but it's still very pretty, and it's probably because I have a ton of makeup on already. So I would probably, in a devoted video, add this to some lighter colors, and it would be a top shade, and then I would blend it in. So, I mean, it did make some difference. I can see that it's more of a mauve than a brown. I'm gonna add a little bit right here. Okay, so it definitely accentuated the lower lash line. I like that. I think it did more on the lower lash line than it did on the top. That's beautiful. Okay, enough digging around in makeup. Never enough digging around in makeup. Take one of these Wet n Wild brushes. I went to Walgreens just to see what was going on, and I found that they were doing this huge brush sale, and I actually like these little domed blending brushes from Wet n Wild. Now, I know they are Wet n Wild. They were buy one, get one, which means that I got 4 for $3 because it was 99 cents, and then two of them were 99 cents, 2 of them were 50 cents. And it's just a really soft, very light blending brush. Gosh, I've got major makeup issues today. I wore this all day though, so you know what? Take that with what it is. From far away, it looks pretty nice. And I do generally like to wear messier makeup looks. I will do precision on occasion. As long as the wing's precise, I mean, you know, the rest can be great. Probably doing a lot of makeup don'ts, but let's blend it out. See what I've done here. Just blending little circular motions to try and offset the fact that I added new makeup to old quote-unquote oxidized makeup. It added some depth, I'll say that. Very nice. Okay. But yeah, the Wet n Wild brushes are really interesting because I checked the packaging for all of them. They all are the exact same brush, yet they vary. It's a little weird. Like, these all were the same UPC from Walgreens, and they were all called the same thing. I think they just were called like shadow brush. And you can see this one's kind of small. This one is kind of like medium and scalloped, and then this one, which I just used to blend, is like super fluffy. And they're all the exact, I got them all at the same time, all from the same little place on the hook, and I figured maybe they just got mixed up, but they all are the same brush apparently. And you know what, that's fine, they work. Now, just to kind of give myself a little bit more of a look here, oh my gosh, there's so much lime crime to play with. This little palette that I got had a shade I wanted to just show for future. This is such a beautiful palette. It's the Juvia palette. Look at those colors though. One day. Kind of reminds me of the box of crayons. Anyway, so the swag. Prize number 1. The Kylie Jenner silver brush set, and I believe it is 16 brushes. It also has an apron function to it, so it definitely has that professional makeup artist kind of look and vibe to it. These are all brand new and range from a small packed shadow brush to a large face brush, obviously. And they are 100% natural goat hair, from what I've read. And I'm not sure how various people would feel about that. I tend to prefer cruelty-free makeup, and since these are goat hair, you know, I'm not vegan, but I definitely would rather have cruelty-free products than support non-cruelty-free products. Okay, so the second gift I will be giving out is the Venus XL from Lime Crime. Now, this is not the exact one that I'll be giving out. I will be ordering a new one and sending it to you, but it is 18 beautiful shades. Oh gosh, the names. They have Aphrodite, New Classic, Burnt Gold, Flora, Scallop, Celestial, Ethereal, Triumph, Supremen, Blank Canvas, Botticelli, Goddess, Idolized, Inspire, Fresca, Passion, Love, and Eden. And actually, while I'm at it, since this isn't the one I'm giving out, I am going to try something I wanted to try. Someone sent me these Farah brushes, and I actually have some other Farah brushes, and they're not that bad. But it's kind of like your dupe of like an Artiste brush. And I'm going to dig into Aphrodite and Burnt Gold. And that is that's a lot. And I'm going to see. I love using things for what they're not supposed to be, right? It's pigment. You can go anywhere, and I just realized it was like a perfect contour shade. No, I'm just kidding. Again, Aphrodite, Burnt Gold, in that order. Come on, hair. Play right. Sculpting that in. And then blending that in. Almost like I'm brushing my teeth. Actually, let's try that. Now, I do have this weird trick that I do with any kind of bronzer or contour product. I actually thought I had my NYX Wonder Stick, which is my go-to right here, and I did order the Fenty Beauty matchsticks because I wanted to try them. I don't have anything from Fenty at the moment, but that will be my first little endeavor. And no, I definitely don't have my NYX stick with me. That's all right. But I found this new way to do contour, and I thought of it because I've been an artist for a long time. I like just kind of drawing on the side. So I found that with a cream product, if I draw a line like that with the cream stick and then draw gradients like that, so with a cream product, ideally, you know, I can't show you, it would look like how you shade in when you are drawing. And it is just a very kind of different way to do it, and it kind of does give the whole Skeletor vibe, but you know what, I like it. That's okay. So that is there, that cheekbone's there. That one, the hair is messing with it. Come on. All right, yeah, so those cheekbones are there. And also, I have this beautiful green Lime Crime highlighter on me. Yes, it's lovely. No, it's in the Unicorns palette, the highlight palette. Absolutely phenomenal. It gives you that natural, earthy, down-to-earth, extraterrestrial, absolutely nothing natural about it look, and I love it. Okay, so Kylie Jenner brush set, Venus XL palette, and the last prize is the Urban Decay Velvetizer, which is a foundation mix-in medium. And in mine, I tried it using less than the amount recommended, and it worked great. It's called a translucent mix-in medium, and it is supposed to velvetize your foundation with this universal mix-in medium. Mix a dime-size amount into naked skin liquid makeup, so the Urban Decay makeup, for a beautiful matte finish. And it kind of creates a gel hybrid. You mix it in, and you would ideally whip it up. Again, I added it to the Clinique workout makeup, which is an SPF 40 very watery makeup that I usually have to and only can apply with the Beauty Blender. Of course, I am kind of a obsessed with Milk makeup right now, so I haven't used it in a while. But when I did, it was a very nice change because the Clinique workout makeup is actually a tinted moisturizer, which is what I tend towards usually. But if I wanted it a little bit thicker, or like I know Giorgio Armani's foundations tend to be a little bit watery. There are some great foundations out there that are just a little bit watery and need a little bit of thickening. This does that. Now I started wondering if it was just cornstarch, because that's what cornstarch does. And I read the bag and it doesn't appear to have anything like cornstarch in it. It does have silica in it, so you are taking whatever foundation you have and turning it into a silicone base, and it creates a little bit more bounce, more buoyance, and more life on the skin, I've found. So yeah, that's up for grabs too. And those are the 3 gifts. I want to do these giveaways monthly, if not bi-weekly, so we'll see. Thank you so much. I think I have said enough. I've been on enough and all that, but I just want to thank you all so much for your support, mom, family, friends. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it. I really am. And you know, this platform is just such a huge opportunity. Of course, I don't expect to become huge, but just having the opportunity to put my thoughts on makeup and beauty and self-image on a platform that will, in theory, never die. You know, it's out there in the interweb. Is just, it's astounding. And I appreciate my mother's support and everyone who's given me some advice. I do want to do a shout out to another YouTuber who I asked for some assistance, and she was very, very helpful, helped me out with some technical aspects, as well as some finer points like whether to script or not, which I am not at this point. I am ad-libbing. So thank you. Ready to glare. And I hope to see you all on Sunday, May 19th, when I launch my full face makeup tutorial using Lime Crime and Milk Makeup Foundation. But thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye!